Hey, it's the IB Experience. Love, lucre, and lifestyle. The IB Experience is about heaven on earth. Pastor IB created the IB Experience as a wisdom brand to develop and exploit knowledge and information as a tool to help you fulfill purpose, reach full potential, and achieve personal freedom. This is about real stories, real people, and real solutions. Welcome to the IB Experience Learning Community. Enjoy a time of learning, sharing, and deep conversations. Let's turn that setback into a setup. Listen, it's possible to hit the future with precision. All you need is clarity. You can act decisively. You can trust the future. Love and life outcomes can be predictable. If you understand you, if you understand your purpose, if you understand the problems you're designed to solve, the specific people whose problems you're designed to solve, the unique way you solve their problems that stand you out, if you understand your needs, your desires, what switches you on, what switches you off, where you're going and where you are at right now on that journey, then all you need is a very precise gap analysis that clearly differentiates what you need from what you don't, and who you need from who you don't, so that you can tackle the journey between where you are and where you're going. A definitive needs assessment of what you require for your destination will empower you to live above feelings and sentiments, break out of addictions, switch emotions, and walk into your God-given destiny. Let me show you how. The IB Experience. There's more within. Just switch it on.
If you are somebody that desires to be sexually pure or to maintain sexual purity, then draw close because this is for you. It has become gradually impossible to maintain sexual purity in our day and time. And so if you are one of those determined to maintain sexual purity, then one of the first things that you want to do is to clearly define why you want to be sexually pure. The extent to which your reason for wanting to be sexually pure is clear and concrete, it is to that extent that you can maintain sexual purity. A lot of people think that the reason they are not sexually pure or not able to maintain it is because they don't know how to go about it. That's not true. The truth is that as soon as there is a why, there is a way. Your why defines your conviction and your commitment. Your why defines your vision and your resolve. And as soon as there is clarity in that area, conviction will create a will, and a will will create a way. There's no two ways about that. And so in defining why you want to be sexually pure, you want to ask yourself one or two questions. First of all, you want to ask yourself, why do I want to be sexually pure? What do I stand to gain? Next, what do I stand to lose if I am not sexually pure? Listen, unless there is a profound gain that is identifiable by you, that defines your commitment, you will not be able to sustain it just for nothing. Unless there is a loss that you will incur if you are not sexually pure, then you will not be able to sustain it. So you have to take a piece of paper and a pencil and then write down what these things are. The reason is because, listen, if your desired outcome in life does not depend on sexual purity, you cannot sustain it. As a matter of fact, Jesus was able to endure the cross despise the shame because of the weight of glory that stood ahead of him. The weight of glory depended on that endurance. The weight of glory depended on that emotional maturity in navigating through shame, embarrassment, and disgrace. Most people think that their outcomes don't depend on what they do or what they don't do, because they think that God is so merciful, too merciful. And that is part of the problem. Can I suggest, don't be caught in the web of the assumption that God is so merciful that people can get away with stupidity. So don't do it. Listen, that judgment will begin with sins is a true saying. Because if judgment is going to begin in the house of God is supposed to be a house of sins, a house of righteous people. And it means that judgment is going to begin with the people who identify with God. This is so important. Can I also suggest, when people face the consequences of their own actions, it is not God going out of his way to punish them. No. The world, God has designed the world to operate on a system of seed time and harvest. And every time people bear the brunt of their own undoing, it's not God punishing nobody. It's people reaping the effect, the system of cause and effect. This is so important for people to come to terms with. The other thing you want to also consider is awkward comparisons. You know that feeling that comes when you feel like someone who was sexually reckless while you guys were growing up is now living happily. That assumption is not true. You know, you have no idea what people are going through and the price they are paying to be able to sustain what you see on face value. You have no idea. Can I make a suggestion? Don't want to be like people. You have no idea the price they paid to be doing what it is they're doing. You have no idea the price they are paying to sustain it. They may drive big cars, live in big houses, spend a lot of money, but you have no idea all that underlies all of that. Two other things you want to put in their proper perspectives are, number one, your friends and your environment. As soon as you choose your kind of friends and the environment you allow around you, you have also chosen simultaneously whether to succeed in your set objectives or to fail. You can't choose the wrong friends and allow yourself in the wrong environment and expect to achieve your set objectives. It is also important that you realize that when we talk about your friends, that somebody is a Christian and worships with you in the same parish does not qualify the person access into your space. And I give you my reasons. When the Bible talks about being unequally yoked with unbelievers, if you believe in sexual purity and I don't believe in sexual purity, even if we're in the same church, you are an unbeliever to me. I am an unbeliever to you. And coming together, becoming friends is an unequal yoke, and trust me, you can't break scriptures. Evil communication is more likely to corrupt good manner than the other way. You don't want to do that. Finally, don't go about announcing your virginity. Listen, you don't owe anybody an explanation when it comes to your values and your choice in terms of how you want to live your life. Every time you let people know that you are sexually pure, there is a sense in which they feel indicted, they feel like they are failures, they feel incompetent. Why would somebody else be able to do this and I can't? And the first thing that comes to a lot of people's minds is how to make sure there is nobody standing as a virgin anywhere. So they want to set you up. They want to do whatever they can to make sure that testimony is dented. I am reminded of a time when I walked into a group of people and they were saying that even the best of Christians, the weakness of every man is to be able to zip up. And I said to them, that's not true. No, it's never true. And when they insisted, I said, listen, I know somebody who zips up and it's not a problem to him. When they insisted, I told them, listen, as a matter of fact, I lost my wife 5 years ago as at that time. As at today, it's almost 8 years. I'm not remarried and I've not had anything to do with zipping up or having any sexual relationship with anybody ever since. So that you can't do a thing does not mean other people cannot do it. It's a question of your determination, your resolve, and your commitment to it. And when I said that, they flared up and they said they were going to set me up. They said they were going to do all kinds of things. That's the average way anybody reacts who feels that your testimony indicts them. It's the reason why you don't share your testimony to just everybody. You want to be sure that the people, it is going to be a motivation to the people you share them with. Yes, you can.